Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is August 25th. Today is a very important day. Not only is same day expiration, but Fed Powell speaks today at 10:05 a.m. at Jackson Hole Summit. Make sure you guys are paying attention at 10 o'clock. The first hour after the market is open, we're going to see some drastic moves. Let's jump over towards the charts. We spoke about NVIDIA yesterday, prime for a possible pullback. Why was that? The RSI was extremely overbought. And you guys can see we went from 520 and we sunk all the way back down and broke the previous high of 471. And now we're sitting at 471 this morning. So let's see what's going to overall happen right now. The MACD is crossed down. What's going on? We are trading below the EMA line. So definitely want to be cautious. Watch for the break of 465. Then she could start getting into this pocket over here around 448. So make sure you guys keep an eye on the video. Right, so on the uptrend, we want to see if she basically holds above 475 and she could start going to 480 and possibly higher, right? So make sure you guys keep her on watch. What can she possibly do at the bell? I'm telling you right now it is very mixed. The RSI is in the center right here. It looks like it's deemed for a possible pullback, maybe retest this 466. Then we got to recheck this 15-minute chart to see what's going on, right? But overall, she is on a bearish trend on the 20-day, and she's on a bearish trend on the 180-day, right? Just trading below the 180-day EMA as well. So definitely want to wait for those 483s, 485 levels to be broken before she could start pocketing up towards that 500. And to the downside, very clear over here, that 466 down towards that 452 zone. Next stock we're going to talk about Meta. Looking at Meta is below the 180-day trade line as well. So we want to see a break of 290, then we can start going to 294. And to the downside, we want to see a break of 285 down towards 282. Below the trade line, MACD's crossing out. RSI does have room to the downside, dropping over towards the 20-day. 20-day is getting a little bit more oversold. We found some type of support over here. So we definitely want to wait for that 285 break before we look to get in. But it looks like she is rejecting this 20-day trade line. If she does basically break above it, 287 to 290 and 290 to 295. Keep that in the watch. Next stock we're going to talk about, jumping ahead, I'm going to jump over to Tesla. Looking at Tesla over here, Tesla has a lot of resistance to the upside. Tesla not only has the 20-day EMA, has the 1-year EMA, not only the 1-year, the 20-day SMAs right here as well too. So I wouldn't trust her for longs unless she gets above like 234. You guys can see I have my alert set over here as ready already. So 234, then we can start possibly trusting her to start pushing up towards 240, maybe even 244 to the upside, to the downside. She's trading below the 20-day EMA. If we jump over towards the 180-day, the 180-day actually looks like it just crossed over yesterday. So 180 day just crossed over yesterday. So Tesla could be in prime position for a new bearish trend. So let's see what overall happens. Watch for the break of 226. Then we can start going down towards these 220 levels. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. This is a nice pocket to fill to the downside. Let's jump over toward the 1-year. I want to see what the 1-year looks like. Yeah, it looks like we tried to get above the 1-year. It looks like we're starting to come back down. 1-year is still crossed over bearish. Could come back down and retest these oversold RSI levels, right? What can she possibly do at the bell? Looking at the 15-minute over here, 15-minute is a little bit more on the oversold side. So she may give us a pump fake to the upside and then come back down. Let's see what happens. Just definitely got to check it closer to the bell. It's only 7:14 right now. Jumping over towards SPY, right? Looking at SPY, we're going to jump over towards the 180-day. SPY actually had a nice sell-off yesterday. It looks a lot clearer on the 20-day, and it's creating a lot of support on the downside. So let's see what happens. SPY was oversold, right? It basically, yesterday was the 24th, around 9 o'clock. She basically 20-day started to break. RSI was a little bit more on the overbought side, right? And then she basically started to fade below the 20-day, and we held below it. Very big drop yesterday. So definitely want to see what's overall going to happen. She did form a double bottom at 436, in which she could not break 436, bounced off of it at the close, and then this morning as well. So let's see what happens. But overall, to the upside, there are a lot of major resistance zones. We have 438, which is acting as a resistance right now. Once we break that, we can start pushing up towards 439. 439 is going to be a major resistance zone. We have the 180-day trade line. We have the 20-day SMA. So these levels can act as a possible resistance. Definitely want to be cautious with that. Maybe we bounce into this level, reject it, and come down. You never know, especially with Powell speaking at 10 o'clock. You guys definitely want to be patient and probably wait until he starts speaking before you guys look for your trades. To the downside, watch for the break below 437, and then we can start going to 436 and maybe start going lower, right? Maybe from 437 to 436. Then we can start going to 435 down here. Overall, RSI is in the middle over here. MACD is crossed up. So we got to see and be patient to see what overall happens. The 180-day is actually still crossed down over here. And we are still trading below the 180-day trade line. So we definitely want to be cautious. SPY wouldn't be safe for longs, like long-term, like holding it, swinging it until we get above like 440, right? 440 is going to be the break of the 1 year EMA, and then we can start going up towards 443. We just got to be very cautious with long positions because we're going into a major, basically traffic zone over here, which can act as resistance levels, and basically we could possibly reject off those levels. Going over towards the 15-minute, right? 15-minute, what does she look like she could do at the bell? RSI is getting a little bit more on the overbought side. So let's see what happens if we continue this uptrend. Watch the RSI on like the 15-minute, even like the 10-minute or the 30-minute. We could start basically pulling back from these overbought levels, and then we could basically have a situation like what we had yesterday today. So let's see what happens. Make sure you guys are patient. Make sure you guys do not have a bias before you guys go into the market. Make sure you guys like this video and comment below. Made it to the end. Peace.